A big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. And a big thanks to all of these donators of $5 or more. Dead Zergling, Radio Raptor, Vlad Tepish 3176, and Brian D0313. You all helped make these episodes possible. Howdy, Insufferable Gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here with some more of The Soul of Dracula. Last time, we beat some monstrously difficult levels, and we made it to the next plateau that we need to work on, and that plateau was, of course, beating Mr. Death. Now, it seemed like a pretty tough fight, but it seemed like an interesting fight, to say the least. So, let us see if we can, in fact, make it through, because it looks like the final level isn't going to be too terribly long. So if we can beat Death, we'll probably be most of the way there. Of course, there is the matter of getting through this again, which, having spent a week not practicing, could potentially be tricky. However, I'm up for it. I always am, you know. Although, you know, maybe a little rusty, making some amateur mistakes on that. I'll try to do something about that, so that I can get there with plenty of health. Pretty sure there's some meat on the way that... Forgot about that part. Okay, so that wasn't the most auspicious of starts. I can appreciate that. That's just fine. All we'll have to do is try harder next time. And every time after that. See? Piece of cake. I just had to get back into the swing of things. And I imagine things would be going a little bit more easily if I could in fact swing about on my whip. Like in that other Castlevania game that time, you know the one. By the one of several where you could do that. Whoops. Okay. Not doing great on that account. But we made it through that. And now comes the part that we've all been waiting for, Medusa Head Central, which is a bus station I do not want to visit. Or for that matter, any bus station ever again. That was a pretty bad experience the one time I had to travel a few hundred miles by bus. I cannot 100% recommend it as a thing to do. I need health. I need such health, and much health, and to avoid being crushed by gears, if at all possible. Oh my god, I forgot the gargoyles. Well, 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 well. The gargoyles. Yeah, those are a thing. I'm slowly remembering what I'd forgotten from this part of the game. Okay. This is doable. I've managed it before, and I managed it that time. Good. And then... Whee! There was the meat. Now, I have no sub-weapons, and very little idea on how to actually manage to get through this part, so... Looks like going up the right side's the easiest way to get there, initially. Now. Excellent. Ah, okay, well. I kind of see how to initially dodge. Not that it'll be easy. Not by a long shot, man. I'm gonna have to do something about those scythes flying around. I'm pretty sure this wasn't a weapon. Nope, afraid not. Okay, once more into the breach, friends. This is gonna be hard. Ah! I need to whip those scythes that close in on me a little more quickly. Okay. So I might just have to survive this first part. I'm not sure yet. I didn't seem to be doing any damage to Death himself. So it might just be one of those cases of get to the top of the area. If that's the case, I think I'm getting better at the initial problems of how to do it. I'm rambling. Fortunately, I have booze. I have booze and Castlevanias. Two of my more favorite things. And they go great together. Damn it. How is it that I can never seem to get past this part unscathed anymore? I did it fine the last session. I remember specifically that I did. Well, you know, we can't be on point 100% of the time. Statistically speaking, maybe 50% of the time would be a good goal to shoot for. Jumping across the gears. Why did that happen? That was half-assed. Irredeemably piss poor on my part. Well, hopefully it will not happen again. We shall endeavor to do better. Always. Just improve a little more each time. That's all that you can ask. Well, you could also ask for free money, but that's not gonna happen. I wish. Now let's see if we can do this the right way this time. Wait, this wasn't it. This part's the one that I need to do the right way this time. That was a little bit better. Alright, good. Now, just gotta not fling myself mightily into a pit like a dumbass, and we should be good. We should institute a no dumbass clause on my playing. Try to improve the overall experience. Yep, that guy. Always with that guy. He usually gets me at least once. But all I have to do is not panic on the gargoyles, and I'll get a free refill. And then I'll have at least 2 lives to play with on the death fight. So we should be good. And priority 1, dodge the cut chains. Priority 2, whip the double scythes as they come at you. Hey look, I even have some holy water this time. That'll help, I guess. Probably not. Okay, did the best by starting by going up this way. No promises. Here he comes. And here come the scythes. Damn it! I couldn't get the other one. It was tricky, man. So tricky. That's probably all I really need to do. It's going to be a matter of learning the timing, you know, getting the muscle memory for it. I can do it. It'll just be a matter of practice. Better. Much better. Let's hope I can keep this up. Crap. I knew I'd done screwed up as soon as it happened. Well, another life we have. But I did better that time, you must admit. I'm getting the timing down. You cannot afford to miss one. So the trick is to jump when you see death moving. And that's how you get to the next chain over. Okay, we got this. Oh, good way. Hey! Almost messed that one up. The timing on this is actually very tight. I know I'm not talking much, but I'm trying very hard to concentrate on not dying. Oh, this is new. Interesting. Have we made it? Aha! The day is mine! Oh, he pieced right on out. Very well then. I think I know what's gonna have to happen. It's gonna be a knockdown, drag-out Donnybrook. That involves an axe, which, if death is hovering, will be a good thing to fight him with. Going up. Hey, you! What's up, old pal? Old buddy, old pal? Old Reaper, old buddy? My man. How's that bass fiddle practice going? This is not horrible. Okay, that might have been a little rough, but how the hell do I dodge that one? So we're learning patterns. Learning patterns is good. But now we gotta do that again. But actually, I don't know how holy water could possibly help me in that fight. So, not as excited as you'd expect. Now, Castlevania 1 and 3, you could really wreck Death's shit with some holy water. Those were the days of, like, last year. I say, acting like, you know, just last year was this long ago wistful time. Well, you know how things are. The older you get, the quicker the nostalgia goggles kick in every year. Because time just seems to move so much more quickly. Every year is less of a percentage of the total amount of time you've lived so far. I can't imagine what this is going to be like when I'm 50. Not that I am, you know, I'd say I got a 50-50 shot of living to 50. Tops. Shit! I knew what I did wrong as soon as I did it. That should be my new catchphrase. I've been saying it a lot lately, and I've been meaning it a lot lately. It's the worst feeling if you ever play a video game, and you hit the button, and immediately on hitting the button, you know that you done fucked up, and that you're not gonna make it. It's like the cold inevitability of death condensed into 60 frames of animation. Or 30, depending on how fast you process things. I hear that some people actually can't tell the difference between 30 and 60 frames per second. But then again, fighter pilots can process up to 1,000 frames per second. So, you know, the hype is real. I've never really done any tests to see how fast I can process visual information like that, because 60 frames per second is as fast as I've ever owned a monitor that would refresh. But eventually, I'm gonna get fuck-a-doodle-doo. Eventually, I'm gonna get myself one of those fancy 3D monitors that runs at 120 frames per second, and then I can see if I can perceive any flashes at that speed. Though I'll, of course, have to be playing something where that's possible to test. Which, they don't really make those anymore, do they? Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Speaking of crossing bridges when we come to it, I bet the next level starts with a bridge and some giant bats. Just a hunch. Wish I could get that big heart, but not that it's gonna do me that much good anyway. Yep. So first phase, we seem to have figured out for the most part. I'm just tossing some holy water into an abyss, no big deal. Happens all the time. I'm christening the crap out of whatever's down there. It's been killing me. So that when I land at the bottom of the pit, broken in a heap, and bitten by Medusa heads, at least I'll rot in holy ground. And, you know, maybe won't be subjected to being restored to unlife as the evil dead. God bless a fuzzy brown moo cow. This was the worst run yet. Maybe I should do less talking and more gaming, but if you wanted to just watch someone play a game with no talking or commentary whatsoever, I mean, why wouldn't you just watch a speedrun? Watching one of these without the commentary is completely pointless. You know? You don't get too many people these days that say, "Oh, I wish you'd just shut up and play the game." Though I have had a few of those in the past. Take a drink. And you gotta wonder, why are those people, if they don't want any commentary or insight or jokes or anything, then why don't they either A, watch a speedrun, or B, just play the game for themselves? The whole point of, you know, the reason why I like to watch people Let's Plays is because I enjoy the commentary, the sense of community, the comments, you know, you get a sense of knowing people. It's like back in the day when you used to go over to your friend's house and play Nintendo there, and you used to talk shit while you played games. I mean, I don't really get the back and forth when I'm doing these standard episodes, but you get something kind of like that when you factor in the comments or if you're doing it live. It's all really a pretty good hobby to have, all things considered. I enjoy the people, I enjoy the games, even the bad ones. Maybe especially the bad ones. Because I'm a Saiyan. I mean, I'm insane. Hey, arrow guy. Yeah, I think what was causing me trouble moments ago is that I was starting to move too quickly from place to place, and why I shouldn't even try to dodge that stupid skeleton. I should just take my lumps like a man. Take my lumps like tapioca pudding. Manly tapioca pudding. That's... I should probably rephrase that, because when I said that out loud, it sounded kind of gross. Phrasing, Lana. Okay. Speaking of phrasing, Lana, I got caught up with Season 6 and 7 of Archer the other day, finally. And then, just for kicks, I marathoned the first season of Adventure Time to see what all the fuss was about. I must say, I can see the appeal. I don't feel like it's been life-changing or anything, but it's a fun enough show. I'll probably watch the rest of it at some point. It's decent. You know, cute show. Fun situations. Enough adult humor to enjoy. It's got a joke or two in there for the parents. Which is really what you like to see. Oh, and the occasional D&D reference, which I love. Yeah. Joke's on you, Mr. Skeleton. I took your arrow right to the face that time. I did it on purpose, because I knew what was coming. Now what are you gonna do about it? Made a mess out of that one. Huge mess. Time for the meat. Subway, we have the meats. No wait, that's Arby's. Whatever. Probably irrelevant by the time you're watching this. I don't think they do that ad campaign anymore. It's a shame. I actually, a lot of people joke about Arby's sucking, but I really like Arby's. I think their roast beef is really tasty and cost efficient, and I'm fond of curly fries. So there. Alright. The long, slow process begins. And dangerous. Don't forget dangerous. It's a process of moderate to severe danger. Mostly severe. Focus. Uh-oh. There they go. Shit. I took a hit. Oh well. I made it through, so that's nice. Wonder if I should keep the holy water. I don't see how it could help me much. But then again, an axe is going to. But only if I continue to dodge. Properly. All the time. Look at all these hearts. This would be super helpful. Assuming I don't screw up. That's a big if, man. I was doing so well for a minute there. Oh crap. Damn. Well, so much for ducking it. Ducking it almost worked, but then it didn't. I think if I got here with more health, I'd be in decent shape right now. Yeah. Up yours, buddy. Death, 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 death. So many shenanigans have occurred this day. I think I might have this. Ha! Shit yeah, Batman. Oh my god, he's dropping bones everywhere. Uh-oh. Orb! Hell yeah. That was a good fight. That was... You know, I haven't seen a death fight quite like that before. This looks like it could be a short level. Hey, it's a bridge. Did someone pick up that phone? Because I called it. Except there aren't any giant bats, so I didn't quite 100% call it. I mean, there's some in the background. So I'm partially... Okay, there we go. 100% accurate was my prediction now. Here's a good question. How am I going to handle this particular series of new challenges? Like that. Okay. Go over the first one under the second one. Looks like we're gonna have to do some pattern memorization here. Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last. Those are pretty metal-looking bats. Feel free to run faster there, middle manager at the Kinko's. Ah, third one I go over. Understood. Kind of hard to tell just by looking at them. Maybe it's every other one you have to jump. So, jump under jump is what we know so far. I like the original tracks, too. I mean, I love Castlevania music, but this is... Okay. Alright, asshead hole. You threw a curveball there. So apparently there's something I need to look for when the bats appear on screen to determine whether or not I'm going to have to jump them. Let's take a look. See if we can discern what the thing is. So far, I don't get it. So far, no good. Score. Ooh. I wonder if I can kill him. Not like that. Or that. So we've got bats. What needs jumping? Maybe I should just try jumping all of them. Because if I jump, there's a 50-50 chance I win. If I stay put, I get knocked into the pit. Or... I guess it's just 50-50 for each individual bat, honestly. Okay. That one kind of wobbled up first, but... Damn it, how can I even tell? This is a harsh mistress. Maybe I can bait him into going at me higher. Okay, that one looped around, that one looped up. That one looped up. That one looped around. Shit! So close. Okay. It does matter which way they go first, but the last few did something different, so... Who knows? This is harsh, man. It's whether they go clockwise or counterclockwise. See, that one went counterclockwise. That one went counterclockwise. And that one just went diagonally and then back across, so I don't even know what to do about those. I have no clue, man. This is a little harsh. Just a bit. But, nonetheless, we continue. Zoom! It's barely perceptible. See, that one just went plain diagonal. Okay, maybe it's either... what was it? Counterclockwise or diagonal. Then I need to jump. I think. But if they go clockwise, I definitely don't jump. But only if they go clockwise. Fair enough. Like that one. I can't process information this quickly, you know. Oh, that one went clockwise. But I was already in mid-jump before it happened. Jeez. These are some harsh-ass bats, man. If I had an axe, this wouldn't even be a problem. I mean, it would, but I like to tell myself that I'm a super badass and I could just fling axes at bats mid-air. And solve all my problems thusly. What now, Batman? Diagonal. This is incredibly difficult to judge. Incredibly difficult. There's probably an easier way. Maybe you'll see it and will let me know in the comments, and it will suddenly make perfect sense. So far, it hasn't happened. Yeesh. Damn it! I was so close that time. Well, I assume I was close. There could be 800 or 900 more bats in my future, and I wouldn't even know. Because I haven't gotten this far before. I can't imagine what the Dracula fight's gonna be like. Semi-traditional? Maybe. I knew that that was gonna hit me. As soon as I jumped. Jeez, oh Pete. I wish this bridge wasn't collapsing. That would sure be convenient if I could just walk across a bridge at a nice leisurely pace and take my time. Wouldn't that be great? Hooray! Woo! What the hell am I supposed to do here? Kill the bats, of course. What was I thinking? Well, this is certainly a new experience. That was a painful new experience. Well, looks like this level's going to be more difficult than I expected. So that being the case, we are going to call it here, and next time I will attempt to defeat the bats of malfeasance. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. This has been your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.